Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Diary Room Open Mic with your producer, McCrae, and your host, Janelle.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today.
How's it been going?
Things are great, McCrae. Busy with life, watching Celebrity BB, of course, keeping up on that. Mm-hmm. Sending some tweets.
Everything else going good in your life, though?
Everything's great.
Work is good.
Work's
Family's great.
Family's great.
Great. Just got to catch up a little bit.
My children are in those winter sports, so it's just like every single weekend. We can't really travel anywhere. Mm-hmm. We only travel for cheer. I think next weekend I'm in Kansas City.
Oh, really?
For a cheer competition, but that's the last of them. Thank God.
Your son's in hockey.
My son's in hockey.
But you're not traveling too much with that?
He's not in travel hockey yet. He's still a mite.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be a nightmare. I remember that when I was a kid.
I'm so excited.
Yes, I remember that was the worst. Is every weekend we're always traveling out somewhere for hockey. Nightmare.
Well, my husband is a stay-at-home dad now. He is lucky enough that he's got me apparently, and he's retired, so he's staying at home with the kids.
Just living the dream.
And he is. He's been driving all the kids at night and all that stuff.
That's pretty nice.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Can't beat that.
It's nice.
Should we get to the elephant in the room?
Yeah, why not?
Big Brother.
Yeah.
What have you been thinking so far?
So I feel like after Shayna left is like a turning point in the show where you've just got, people that don't know the game that shouldn't be there, and then people that really understand the game, and it's just going to be a steamroll at this point. So I mean, what is there really to watch? It's just so depressing.
Yes.
The season for me ended when Shayna left out those doors. So
there was basically nothing. You couldn't come back from that.
I mean, I rooted for Todd and obviously Lamar to have a comeback. I know Cynthia's not going to do shit. Watching her compete in that HOH was one of the most painful things I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, press the freaking button. Like, what are you doing? Like, even if you have to guess, you've got a 33% chance, and just press the first one because you're too slow at that point. Mm-hmm. You're just going to have to guess because they were all 2-2-2. And I'm like, Cynthia, just guess. Just put the first one, whatever, because you're too slow. You're never going to get
it. That's the best strategy.
And I'm like, you got to know that you're too slow. Like, you're literally getting points because they're wrong.
That's the thing is, like, again, I have to give her some credit because at least she's a housewife. She doesn't. They don't do competitions and shit like that. They don't know the strategy of these little things.
Watch the show you're going on.
Yes, watch the damn show.
Watch the show. Like, why would you go embarrass yourself? I mean, there's hardcore fans that are, they want to see people play. They want to see power shift, and this woman is just sitting there like. It's just awful watching her.
I saw some things that really annoyed me online on Twitter. Basically, people being like, why are they putting these people on that don't even know the game? And it's like, well, it's celebrity version. Yeah. They're basically going to take anyone they can get, And
it's a paycheck to them. They get paid $100,000 for showing up, whether they walk out or they stay.
Everyone?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I believe my friend Joanna, one of my best friends, was asked to do it the season that Brandy was on because they have a lot of beef. One of my good friends is Joanna Krupa. And I know she was offered $150.
Oh my God.
I think it's because Brandy was going to be on there. And they had serious legal issues between the two of them.
Oh, really?
So she asked me about it. She's like, should I do it? She's like, do they actually take your phone? Like, she didn't know anything about the show. Mm-hmm. She just knew that I had done the show a few times. And so she was calling me to get some info. But once I told her that, no, you cannot talk to anyone outside, the game, and they will take your phone. She was like, yeah, I'm out. That's good.
Yeah, that is insane money.
It totally is.
So then Chris Kattan doesn't get that.
If you leave, no, you're forfeit.
Yeah. I was surprised that they had Chris Kattan in some of that artwork. Mm-hmm. I thought they would have been like...
Well, he signed a contract saying, if I walk out, I lose my stipend, and they own the rights to my image, all that stuff. Yeah. So...
shout out to Tom, who does all that artwork stuff. He's
cool.
He's a Minnesota local.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, we'll have to go meet him, and he does some cool stuff. Let's see what else is going on. I mean, we lost Lamar. Lamar
That's horrible.
is another one of those. like helped the season so much.
But it's like too little, too late. You know, these people had an opportunity. They missed it completely.
Yep. And you know, again, it's so funny that he's like, I'm this championship player competition.
Like, okay, we're not
doesn't
playing
win
basketball.
Shit. Like doesn't strategize well at all. But at least he was like a very entertaining part of the season.
But don't you feel like even if you're in an alliance like that, you see the power duo emerging? It's like, okay, well, let's take a shot at them before they take a shot at us. You got to think 2 moves ahead. Like,
well, and I think like maybe the only thing I could think is like maybe they just underestimated them.
No, there's no way. They won everything.
Won every single thing. Yeah.
They won everything.
No, I don't know. I feel bad, I guess. But
again, it's just like no strategy, not good gameplay. This season's been good for me to watch because Shayna plays like an OG. Like, she does not give a crap. She was saving people with the power of veto. That hasn't been done since
Multiple years.
2009? I don't even know.
Yep.
So it was nice to see.
I think Todd kind of had a little resurgence in this season too, where it's like it seemed like he kind of started to get what was going on and started to understand the game.
But it was
a little bit
again
more.
too little, too late.
Yep.
You got to be playing 2 steps ahead.
Yep, and especially like this format where it's like just a balls out fucking gun.
It moves quick.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, again, another one. I'm sad to see him go.
I feel like Todd Bridges, I mean, I was rooting for him hardcore, as I know most of the fans were. We were all rooting for Todd and Lamar because we wanted to see a shift in power.
Yep.
And no one likes to watch a steamroll. It's boring. It sucks.
Happens every season, basically.
Takes us, like last season, steamroll. The season before, steamroll. Season before that,
Basically
pretty much a steamroll.
Yeah, there was some opposition, but no, exactly. Yeah, Todd. I mean, I didn't read any of the exit interviews.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
But you could see like all the headlines are basically like, Todd says Todrick sucks ass, basically. You know, like I know it's so funny.
I
Like,
mean,
everyone.
I saw stuff on Twitter where Todd was just dragging Todrick, and he was like, "He's a piece of garbage."
I did not see that. I
or
gotta
he
go
was like,
fucking-
"I said," he was commenting. He's like, "I said I would vote for him, but I won't."
Whoa,
like-
really?
Yeah, and
And then did you see the like Lamar? Someone asked Lamar about Todrick, and he's like, I don't know him. And then like took a sip of tea or whatever, and everyone's like, go off, King! Like just
Oh my
loving
God.
it. That's the fun stuff for me. I love that stuff. It's funny.
oh, I love that
Yeah,
stuff.
the
We live for
juicy
that.
guy.
We're into the
Exactly.
drama,
Yes.
the pettiness of the game.
Absolutely.
That's the fun part.
But you know, I talked about it before too, where it was like, you know, you need the bad guys to win so that the good guys
Totally.
can have it. But you know,
Yes.
like what's gonna happen is we might get a very satisfying ending just by Todrick losing publicly.
I mean, here's the deal. Is Todrick a good person? I don't think so. But you know, you got to give it to him. He's played a great game.
Absolutely.
And same with Misha. Like, is she someone that I'd want to go have lunch with and ask about her life? Probably not.
Yep.
She's not interesting.
Yep.
But she's played really well.
Absolutely. And like we talked about last time, like those two, like you have to give it to Misha, right? Because
Right.
she just won more. So why would they want to bring each other? Do they want to? Or
Because
is
they know that they would
Cynthia-
lose. They would lose against Cynthia. They would freaking lose. Which would
is-
be great. Go ahead. Bring Cynthia. You will lose.
Which would be really good TV.
It would be great TV.
That'd be really, really
Please,
good TV.
BB gods, make it happen.
I don't want to get into too much. I guess like what else we got from the episodes? I mean, or what else for drama?
Cynthia
anything?
sucks at competitions. I can't watch her ever again. That was horrible. I don't want to watch her tonight.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Is tonight a 2-hour episode?
No, it's just one.
It's just 1 hour.
Yeah.
Tonight's finale.
And it's just one. Like even Julie Chen said, we don't have a lot of time. Like this is going to move very quickly. Because
But,
they only
like,
have an hour.
So there's 3 people
Yep.
still in there. What are they even gonna do? Are they gonna get rid of one person?
They've already done like part 1.
They did.
Oh
They
yeah,
have?
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure they're doing it today.
Okay.
So
God damn, that production schedule must be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad for the crew and production.
I know
like,
the crew says that they actually prefer Celebrity BB because it's just
in,
so
out.
quick and out. It's
Yeah.
long hours, but it's shorter.
I mean, just like 1 month of
Yeah.
hard ass work, but
Yeah.
it's like, regular season's a nightmare. It's got all of it. Just I want to work production so bad.
Regular season has a lot of downtime,
Yeah.
and there's more people on the crew that'll do it.
I'm so curious about that. I would love to have someone from crew come and talk to us. I want to ask
I
about
still
like
know some people.
COVID. Like I want to know like
They do like a daily COVID test.
well, then
at
it's
CBS.
like there has to be less people working, so then it's tougher for them. And
Yeah.
God, what a nightmare. I don't know.
Well, I even know when we did All Stars, and obviously COVID was a lot different even 2 years ago, where most of the production was from home on Zoom. Like they didn't want to,
Yeah, it
like
makes
they
sense.
kept you were only in there if you absolutely had to work the cameras and be there.
Well, and
otherwise everything else was separated.
And you guys were like one of the first productions that went.
We were
in-
the first,
yeah.
which is embarrassing how bad our show did.
And it's the only
ratings
fucking
wise, it's the
show.
only freaking show on, and it tanks that badly. I mean, the season peaked
That's
in
rough.
week 2, and Kaser saved me with the safety suite. That's pathetic.
That's rough. But again, it's a cheap show. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Let me think about what else. I want to talk about AFP, but we should save that for the second half.
Okay. We can talk about Carson's apology, which I felt it was like real, and he really was genuine with it.
Absolutely.
His exit interview, oh my God, you could see like the lights go on in his eyes and be like, oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Yep. I don't think.
And then all of a sudden he started changing his tune.
we didn't talk about that eviction, did we?
We didn't get a chance to because we only do the show once a week.
But like that, Julie led him there really
Yes.
hard, which I don't think I've ever seen her go that hard to lead someone to be like, no, you were wrong the whole time and you were dumb. Like
She literally hit Marcellus over the head.
oh yeah, that's a good
come on,
call. That's a
McCrae.
good call.
Come on.
I know. I got to get my history going. No, that's true. But yeah,
Like how embarrassing to be sitting in a chair with Julie Chen and they hit you over the head. I think that would be the worst.
did you hear that Marcellus and Cynthia are friends?
I did. They
talked about
And
that.
it's like, okay, you have a friend and you know that he's in the show. Wouldn't you at least call and say, hey, can you pencil out 30 minutes of your time? I just want to kind of hear your thoughts on the show that I'm going to be on and what I should do and who I should trust or not trust.
He
It's
probably's like, I don't want to talk about this shit. Do you
Well-
keep in contact with him at all? Have you? I mean, he's doing big stuff, right?
I think he's doing other stuff. Marcellus doesn't really, he's not, he's
doesn't
not really
wanna
into the
associate.
BB stuff. I think the first All Stars was a bad taste in his mouth and he was just like over it at that point. He was doing other
Seems
things
like a
in
nice
his life.
guy.
He's nice. He has
moments.
he has a sharp tongue.
Yeah,
And,
that's
you know,
that's what I like. I love that. Okay. What? Yeah, the Carson stuff. I mean, I don't know. I think it's sincere.
I think it's sincere.
Has to be. You're gonna feel bad. Like whatever. I mean, I made stupid moves.
Yes.
And I had to be like, yeah, that was a dumb thing to do.
Yes.
So like everyone has to do it. And I'm glad that he's like publicly going like, yep. He's not trying to double down or like
well, she kind of, it's like,
Yes.
okay, own your shit. Thank you.
because I have a feeling Todrick is gonna come out and I mean
So you think Todrick's going to change his tune?
I bet he's gonna
He's going to pivot and
he's gonna do an apology like this is my apology. Everyone, make sure you get on my
it's
YouTube.
gonna be on the
It's
thing.
it's gonna be a thing for him to make money off.
More
of.
PR.
Exactly. He'll be trying to spin it into be like, oh, it's not that. Like, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better.
Yes, that's what it's gonna be for
Remember
sure.
Danny's apology? It was like, okay.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God.
Just like, give me a
She
break.
called me twice and I just declined the call because I didn't want to talk to her because she sucks. And then like 10 minutes later, I saw that apology go out on Twitter that Danielle Donato did. And I was like, okay, well, whatever.
The thing is that if you're apologizing for
You're apologizing for your drop in fans and the
Yes,
drop in
that's-
popularity.
yeah,
and
exactly. That's what you're
You're
apologizing
sad
for.
about that. You
Yeah.
weren't sad in the house when you did all those things, knowing that I was always true to her and never said a bad word about her. She's just like,
and that's why it's like Carson, he's not going to lose popularity for the
No,
things that he
no.
did. And that's why you can tell that he's sincere is because it's like it wasn't going to affect his popularity
Right.
regardless. But it was just like, yeah, I screwed up,
I mean, how embarrassing. They got played so bad.
That is.
And they looked like
rough.
idiots.
They look,
It was like Dumb and Dumber talking. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where do you come up with this? It was like a Nicole A scenario totally where it was like, she's trying to do whatever it is to make them be safe or like help them in the game.
Yep.
And then they get this like seed of doubt in their mind, and they have these feeble minds, and they're like, oh, well, she's after me. She's going to put me up. Or they just run for safety because they know they're weak, and they're like, oh, okay, well, you're the big person in the house. Let me go hide behind you.
Very
It's
beta.
like, yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. You're
Yeah,
annoying.
they got bamboozled.
They got bamboozled.
Bamboozled. All right, well,
These Brinks.
on the other side of this, let's go to a commercial break, and we'll come back after this.
Sounds good.
And we're back. That was a ridiculous one. Okay, so I mean, this is what I kind of want to talk about is the America's favorite player.
Yes.
Let's start talking about it. I think I know who your pick
I've been
is.
hyping her up like crazy. Vote for Shayna. I don't know what the number is, but text Shayna to the number for APF. I know that I've texted from my daughter's phone, my husband's phone, and my phone daily.
Let's go.
So she's getting, those votes from us. And I did the poll on Twitter because I feel like it's a cool way to figure out who's going to win. The last time I did it was actually Cody and Jessica's season, and I was right on that one.
Oh, really?
I just haven't been doing it because usually when I do it, people get so pissed off and they start fighting. But this one, I felt like it's okay. Like it was clear as day that Cody was going to win season 19. So I was like, I'm just going to do it just to make sure that he's winning. And then I did it this season. So I was like, there's going to be no backlash because Shayna literally has millions of fans.
Yeah, I think I wonder if that probably is a pretty decent way to judge like the sample group.
Well,
of,
yeah,
like,
it's just like polling for politics or whatever. You pull people aside.
Hold on, your microphone is
Oh.
just whacking up a little bit here. I don't know.
It's just like polling, the polling things where they poll you for who you're going to vote for.
Yep,
You just
exactly.
tell them.
Yep.
So out of 2,000, I've got it here. Out of
That's a good sample size.
2,900 votes, 2,900.
That's a really good sample size.
She has 68% of the vote.
I think it's pretty much. I think she's got
It's
it.
a lock. And if
Yeah.
it's not a lock, then it's just rigged. So whatever.
Yes, that's.
The only thing I was thinking was, what if Lamar went on and got Khloe and the Kardashians to like get votes for him? But like, I was thinking the Kardashian fans don't really like Lamar because he cheated on Khloe. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
No. What about the? What about some people have been staying at Todrick's house.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Why aren't they saying that they want him to win AFP?
Oh, gee, I wonder why. I mean, that whole thing. And
I've seen because I thought it was interesting because it's
Yes.
like, man, if I had a
I
friend,
saw some of them asking for like other people or whatever. And it was like, you're not even rooting for that person. You're rooting for Todrick. So what are you doing? So what is their strategy?
their strategy is to split the vote. I mean, like, that's the thing where it's like, if my friend was in the house, I would absolutely be like, let's vote for him. Even no matter, he could be the worst person in the world.
Send them votes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But so then when they are like, I think we should, I'm voting for Lamar or Todd. It's just like, well, why? Because they know that if they get their fans to split the votes, that Todrick has a greater chance to win just because of all the split. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes total sense. It's just sad that they would do that. It's like,
It has to be what they're doing.
that's
right?
weird. I don't like
Am I
that.
wrong? Like, that's what it seems like to me. It's just like they are still in game mode.
Yeah.
They're not even a year out yet from Big Brother.
True. And I know how that goes.
Plus, like, they've been, I mean, to me, it's just like, I think that they think that
Yeah.
they're smarter than everyone else in the fucking world. And so they're like, oh, we should split the votes. Like, we're all
And it was
dumb.
like, they were saying to send Mariah votes. I'm like, that girl's not winning.
Send Mariah votes? Is that real?
Yeah.
That makes me so annoyed. Where it's like,
It's weird.
they think their fans are dumb. They
Well-
think we're dumb.
Well, no, the Big Brother fans are super, like, these are the most, like, obsessed fans. Like, they're on it. I remember when I did the last All Stars and I was in sequester and I was trying to post content on my social media.
Yeah.
That I was at the lake house and I was with my kids and da-da-da. Well, I posted it and I used like footage like on a lake, like I'm on an inner tube and I'm so happy and it's so warm and I'm enjoying family time. And then someone was like, that's not real. That's actually from 2019. She posted that.
They checked the
How did they find
metadata.
that though? So someone saved my story from 2 years ago?
That, but also
That's crazy.
Sometimes you can go into like files and then you can look at the metadata inside of them, and then it'll have like tags of like where you were when you took the picture or what year it was.
Gosh.
Yeah. So like there's some real
They
deal.
caught me on that one.
Yep.
No, they're pretty stealth, those Big Brother fans.
No, next time you do a show, I'm gonna help you out.
Well, I'm not gonna post like a
At the
fake
lake
picture
house.
of me at
In
the
Greece.
airport
Yeah.
with a Louis Vuitton bag and the picture cut off from my face.
just going to Greece.
Heading to Greece. Bye. And they were like, oh my God. I didn't know about Google Images then though, you guys.
No shit. Did
It wasn't a thing. I was just like, oh yeah, like post and go.
Did Big Brother jump on your shit for that?
Yeah, they came. That was Big Brother 14. They came to
Yeah.
my room and they were like, okay, like,
Did you
because they were like posting for us, and the lady was like, you need better pictures. She's like, they know that this is from a Google image. And I was like, what's a Google image? She was like, okay, like so we just deleted that. I remember they were like, just delete it. So I just deleted all my tweets.
Immediately a confirm. Yep.
And the fans were like, ooh, it's
There it
Janelle.
is.
She's
It's true.
there.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, reverse Google image search is the greatest tool you can ever use online. People try to catfish me all the time.
Oh, really?
It's the first way to catch them.
Oh, I love that.
I got to tell you about the time where someone said they had brain cancer and they were going in for a brain. Did I tell you about that ever?
No, that guy bought my key.
Really? Yes.
That's one. We will talk about this after this episode, but he did that to me and he's like, send me money. I'm going to die. I only have 2 months left to
Yep.
live. And he was like a Facebook friend of mine. So it was like a fan.
Yep.
And he had I knew him. He bought my key before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I bought it. So I sold him my key from 14.
Yeah.
And he bought me and Brittany's keys. And then he was like, I have brain cancer. I need the money. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, would you buy your
The
key
key
back?
back?
And I was like, sure. So I bought it back. And then I resold it last year for All Stars. But
Fuck, that's not bad.
yeah.
No, and he does that.
Did he die?
No, he doesn't have brain cancer.
Oh.
He was catfishing us. He did that to Channel 4 the news. Like the Channel 4 news team here in Minnesota, WCCO, like Amelia Santinello and Frank blah blah blah.
Really?
Like, so he's obsessed with them too. When they were doing casting maybe a couple years ago at the CBS
Casting
building
for what?
for Big Brother.
Okay.
I was there and I was talking to the people that worked there and they're like, do you know that guy? And I was like, yeah, that's the dude that said he had brain cancer. And they're like, he came in and said the exact same stuff to us. That's how he got a
That
tour.
is so crazy.
Yes.
He bought my Big Brother key from 14. I bought it back from him, but like I just thought he was like this like huge Big Brother fan. That's so
Scam
weird.
artist. Yes. Reverse image search. It's the greatest tool in the world. It absolutely is.
That's so weird. Oh, come on, come up here. She wants to. Come on, Sprinkles. Come on, come on, Sprinkles. Come on, big old girl. This is Sprinkles, everyone.
Hey.
She's our golden doodle. She's my golden doodle.
She's our mascot.
But McCrae has house sat before, and
She loves me.
They are really
We're
good
besties.
friends.
Yep. What do you want to see happen tonight?
I would like to see Todrick drag Cynthia to the end,
I like that.
and then be a
lose.
unanimous vote for Cynthia.
Yep. Is there anything that would make this season the best season you've ever seen tonight happen? Like anything that could happen where you'd be like, wow, this actually turned it around. Todrick crying.
No, I mean, it can't be the best season I've ever seen because it was some of the worst gameplay I've ever seen in my freaking life.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
What do you want to see for the next season of Celebrity Big Brother?
For the next season of Celebrity BB, I'd really like for people to do their homework and watch the show more than just, a quick once over on who won, who lost. Like, know how to play the game, the basics, and just watch to see how people will manipulate you and use you. I mean, Cynthia and Carson just didn't get it. Todd always knew. Todd was actually a pretty crafty
Savvy,
player for really not knowing that much about the show.
I agree. He seemed like he picked it up.
He did.
Is there any celebrities you'd like to see next season?
Oh, yeah. Well, anyone from, Backstreet Boys and Sync again, 98 Degrees, Nick Lachey.
That's right.
I'd love to see Jessica Simpson. Will never do it, but I love her. And I always thought she was reality TV gold
Absolutely.
on her show Jessica and Nick.
What's she doing right now?
She's living in Texas raising kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
She doesn't need the money. She's like a billionaire.
No.
You know.
Yep.
Who else do I want to see? Who are some D-list?
Well,
Well,
see, Bobby Moynihan. He's an SNL alumni. There's a couple other people. Brian Lynch. I don't know if you'd ever
Who's
play.
that?
He wrote Minions.
Minions.
Yeah, the movie Minions. He's like a big Hollywood writer that loves Big Brother.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple people like that where it's
No
like,
more housewives.
I don't know.
They
I don't
just
know if
don't know the game.
Well, Shanna was the.
Teddy.
Oh yeah, Shayna's not a
No,
housewife.
she was on Meet the Barkers in
Okay.
2005.
But Teddy would have been gold.
Teddy was good. Teddy
She
was
would have
like,
made the season way better.
yeah, she really would have. And she would have called Todrick out on his shit,
Oh.
and she would have not let Misha, like, she's a pretty strong personality.
I think the housewives, like, what are you snarling at me for? I think I think the housewives have a good, like, they bring drama, you know,
Yeah.
like, which can be good, but yeah, they just don't know how to play the game, which is a bummer.
I would like to see.
Oh, your mic just, hold on. I don't know what the hell. This one.
Do you guys know who Tiffany is from the 80s?
Yes, the musician.
I would love to see her. I'd love to see Debbie Gibson.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd love to see Paula Abdul.
Oh, straight up.
Straight up and tell me, do you really want to love
Yeah,
me forever?
exactly.
But any of those three, like some 80s queens that were like singers, like, ooh, like
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper. I know Debbie Gibson's a huge Big Brother fan because I've hung out with her and Lance Bass before.
What?
She's a pretty big Big Brother fan.
What?
I love Debbie Gibson.
What the hell?
Tiffany, another one. When I met her at a charity event years ago, and I literally like lost it.
Hell yeah.
Literally, she was a big deal to me when I was 6 and 7.
Oh, what was her song? Think We're Alone Now?
I think we're alone now. There's so many.
Yeah, I was gonna say she had a couple. I thought.
She said one album.
Dude, I would love that.
But her album was so good, and she was a teenager, and it's just I was a young girl, so it was like my album.
You know, Cisco did Cisco did Celebrity Big Brother in the UK.
Okay,
Song.
get out of here.
I would like to see him back. He was great.
Cisco's cool. Any
Cisco's
sort,
great.
yeah,
he
any
lives
sort of.
here. He's a Minnesota guy
Is he
now.
really?
Yeah, I think he lives here now.
Why would you live here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Family.
Yeah.
I think any sort of hip hop artist or rapper or NBA player, those are all good.
Yep. I think we've always had
50
good
Cent would be great, which I know is not
Love
going to
it.
happen.
Love it. Yeah, he's too big right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, I don't know. Sprinkles, will you do it? Will you be on? Okay.
Sprinkles won't do much.
No.
Who else? There's so many. It's just they need to cast better, and I feel like they cast some like Misha. I didn't know who she was, and it's like obviously someone that needs the money more than the other, so she's going to try harder.
Yep.
And she was clearly the best player in the game. If she's in the final 2 tonight, she absolutely deserves to win 100%. How could you not give her the money?
Yeah, I would think you'd have to do it.
You'd have to.
You'd have to. She just played so well.
Who's here? Go get your babies. Go.
Who's that?
Go get
Who's
them.
that? She, I think I read that she's won 60% of the HOHs.
That's crazy.
Like, that is nuts. That's dominant.
That's absolutely
Basically
crazy.
dominant. Well, I mean, I hope you guys enjoy the finale tonight. Yeah, I think that's
It
about
was
it.
fun covering Celebrity BB this year. It's so short and sweet.
Yeah.
McCrae and I are going to cover Big Brother this year. So please, by all means, hit that subscribe button because I want you guys to get notifications when we come out with some new content. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.